Hey there, Clashers, welcome back. Today I get to bring you guys an exciting war. This is the Gauntlet No-Dip Championship War. So, this was the final match in that division. We had FORMOTHERTASH versus Sjana2, and FORMOTHERTASH pulls out the convincing victory, 74-70. So with that being said, let's jump into some of the replays here. We're going to start off over here with some of Sjana's attacks. They had a bit more trouble up top than FORMOTHERTASH did. Let's start off with number 3. This will be a 10v10. Alright, so taking a look at number 3 here. The attacker has a Laloon attack. He's going to come in from the northeast side of the base. And first he gets the golem down as well as some troops to make the funnel. So we got a couple of wizards and a bowler down. And that's going to help get the funnel. That way the heroes follow the wall wrecker into the base. So they're going to head straight down through here. They're going to get the Inferno taken out as well as the enemy queen and the enemy CC. And of course with a Laloon, that's exactly what you want to do. But they're also going to get 2 of the air defenses down in the process. So a really good value here on the kill squad as they make their entry into the base. A little bit of a late freeze, but it's actually perfectly timed to make sure that Inferno tower comes down. Because just as it thaws out, it goes down and then the wall wrecker is going to open up. And then here come the bowlers to help the king take care of the enemy queen and the CC troops there. So very nicely done there. Things are looking pretty good for the kill squad entry. Now the Laloon's going to come in from the northwest side of the base. A couple of early balloons up to that cannon over there, and then the lava hounds and the rest of the balloons over here. So we do have a multi-target Inferno tower and a wizard tower over here, so the balloons up here are taking a lot of damage. But there's a heal spell there, comes in just in time to save a whole bunch of those balloons, and they move in and take down that Inferno tower. So a lot of that splash damage up there is down. Now they have 2 expos and 2 more wizard towers down here to worry about. That rage spell is going to push them through most of those defenses, and then a haste will get those other 2. And then after that there's not much left, just a couple of little defenses left, and then the rest is cleanup. And of course the cleanup's already well underway. The minions and lava pups up here are taking down those buildings. And then he did have a lava hound left over, so no cleanup troops out of that guy, but it is not going to be needed. Very nicely done getting that 3-star. Alright, sliding down to number 6, we've got Hogrider attacking Ghost. And he's bringing in basically a mass miner attack. So he sends the wall wrecker, the queen, and a couple of wizards up here on the northwest side. And what that's going to do is get the clan castle lured out so that the queen can get that taken care of. And then that's the biggest thing with getting the miners well established in the attack here. So there's the CC, the poison spell is down, that'll take care of most of it. The queen's just going to have to step up and get that dragon taken care of, and maybe get 1 or 2 shots on the balloons. In the meantime, the miners have already started from the southwest, and the king came in from the south, and he's going to help keep the miners from spending too much time on the outside of the base over here. So there they go, and as they move in through the base, notice all he has is heal spells for these guys. So all he's going to do is keep the miners healed up, and they're going to keep on pushing through the base. And to be completely honest, this attack is so strong that I'm surprised we don't see a whole lot of it. But I picked this hit because this is the only miner attack I've seen in the whole war. Anyway, the king's down here. He's working on the town hall now. The miners are well past halfway inside the base. And all they have to worry about is this last multi-target Inferno and these last 2 wizard towers. The skeleton spell would make that a little bit more challenging, but there is a poison spell down to shut them little guys down from doing too much damage. It's not really the damage that they do as much as the distraction. And as you can see, the miners are kind of running thin, or at least they seem to be. There's a pretty good sized group over here with the king, and then everything's just going to come together and collapse on these last 2 Teslas here. And I don't know how much value he actually got out of this golem. He probably could have done this even faster if he had chosen a different clan castle troop to put in there, like giants. But it doesn't matter. Hogrider picking up that 10v10 miner 3-star. Alright, and this will be the last attack I show from this side of the base, and it's a 9v9, and it is a StoneHobo. And I chose this because StoneHobo is one of my favorite attacks, and it looks really good when it's a well-executed attack. So the 2 golems come down, and then the wizards obviously come down and start making the funnel while the golems are tanking. And then once the funnel's established, he's going to just jump straight in here, send in that 3rd golem, heroes, and bowlers out of the clan castle, and then he'll be able to drop a jump in the middle there and connect all of those compartments there. The only one small little change I would have done to this attack is to bring wall breakers and then double jump through the middle of the base. But obviously we're watching it because that's not going to make a difference. He's still going to get a really good value out of the kill squad, which is exactly what you want when you've got so much invested in it. So the golems, they've moved in nicely. Looks like he's got 2 of them left. He's still got all of his bowlers, and the heroes are still very healthy. And they're already in the middle of the base. Almost halfway done, and the Hogriders start coming in from the south side. And they've got 1 heal spell to work with, working around. But really, that's all they're going to need, because the defenses that are left are going to still be focused on the kill squad in the core of the base. Plus, if you look, there's really not much left anyway. There's a Expo, there's a wizard tower, which just went down to the queen, and a couple of archer towers over here. Other than that, it's all pretty much done. So he does find a giant bomb over there while they're still in the heal spell, so that was a little bit lucky there. And then the hogs are going to move up through, start working on the cleanup, and this was a very nicely executed StoneHobo from Hockey. Alright, so moving over to the other side, we will see a couple of extra hits from FORMOTHERTASH. And this time we're going to start at the bottom and work upwards. So first we're going to take a look at number 14. Alright, so we've got an interesting one here with some dragons, hogs, and a queen walk. And the queen walk starting off in the north here, and he's using that wizard to make sure she goes off to the right. So down goes the cannon, and there she goes out towards the right. And he's got a wizard over here on this end making a funnel there as well. So the queen's eventually going to step up. He's got some wall breakers to break her into the wall there, and she's going to get that clan castle lured and taken care of. So there she goes, slowly making her way in. King's over here using his ability, getting all those extra buildings taken care of. There are the wall breakers, nicely using the rage spell there to make sure they get enough of the wall opened up. So a lava hound comes out of the enemy CC. Not really a big deal, just takes a little bit of extra time. And every once in a while, it can cause a little bit of trouble once all the pops pop. But there's the poison spell down, so when it pops, the poison can start taking out the little pups. The queen almost goes down, uses the ability there, saves her, and then the dragons are coming in from the west now. And their goal is to not only take care of all of these buildings, but they're also going to be able to step up and take out the queen. So there they go, working their way in towards her. And then once the queen is taken care of, the Hogriders can come in and finish up their portion of the base, which is down here. So there goes the queen, and then the Hogriders will start. And the queen walk's still going strong over there. He does bring Hogriders in his clan castle as well, so he's got quite a few Hogriders, despite having the dragon portion and the queen walk as well. The heal spell down in the middle, and he does have one more heal spell for over here with all the splash damage. So they've just they found a double giant bomb over there, so he's actually got to use that heal spell a little bit earlier. And the dragon's going down to the air defense, but the Hogriders are moving in to take that air defense down so that the dragon can keep on pushing through. It's got a poison spell dropped right over here. No skeleton spells, or no skeleton traps though. And the dragons are going to help these Hogriders take care of the wizard towers, so they didn't really need the heal there after all. Everything's wrapping around, nothing left now but cleanup, and this was a very cool attack here from Stonehenge. Alright, here we have number 9, and we've got another interesting Hallgreater attack here. So this one, he's got an Electro Dragon in the clan castle. You'll see that come down. And that's making the funnel, as well as getting a whole bunch of buildings over here taken care of. And you'll see it nearly takes the enemy queen out as well. Got a baby dragon dropped over here. That's going to be that side of the funnel for the queen walk. So there's the queen now with her healers. And look at all the buildings that the Electro Dragon is hitting over here. So you'll see it step up in just a second. There it goes. it's going to engage the enemy queen. Unfortunately, it doesn't have quite enough health there to get her completely finished off, but he does get a good chunk taken out. So the king's over here where the baby dragon was to help finish up that funnel over there. Now the wall breakers are going to come down and get this wall opened up so that the queen can engage the enemy clan castle troops. So the first wall breaker finds a mini bomb. Now the rest of them are going to come in and get that wall opened up. The wall breaker actually gets the lure. So once the wall breakers pop, the lava hound actually goes over to the king for a second. But that gives the queen a little more time to take down the cannon before it stops to engage the lava hound. So it gets a couple of shots on the Expo and then switches to the lava hound to take it out. And then you'll see the poison spell come down, kind of the same thing. The hound will pop and then the queen will clean up the pups and keep on carrying on. Once the pups are taken care of, he can start the Hogriders, which are going to come from the northwest side of the base over here. So the poison's taken out most of those pups. That's pretty much done now. And then she's got a couple more. She does lose a healer there, which is a little unfortunate on the queen walk portion, but it's not going to make a huge difference here. So she'll finish off the enemy queen, and then that's when the Hogriders come in. So there she goes, and then there they come. So they're going to be moving through, and they don't have a whole lot of splash to worry about until over here. And the splash over here is so grouped up, he can cover it all with one heal spell. So pretty efficiently picked apart on this base. The queen's actually taken down one of the wizard towers, so there's even less splash damage over there to worry about. The only thing he's got to watch for at this point is any of the giant bombs that might be hidden through here, which there's only one spot now. The Hogriders move through and there's no giant bomb there. So that worked out perfectly. The heal spell is going to cover the bomb tower, and then the Hogs will move through, take down these last few defenses, and start working on the cleanup. So they do have the enemy king chasing them, but he's not going to be able to do much damage. They're actually going to be able to turn on him now, get him taken out, and then the wizards down here, they're going to help them finish up that cleanup for the 3-star. So very nicely done. Alright, moving up just one spot, we're going to get started on the 10v10 hits here. Starting off with a goblin on the town hall. That's going to make sure that the 2-star is secured if something were to go wrong. But we're watching it, so obviously something didn't go wrong. Anyway, this is a BowKill kill squad with a Hogrider Attack. So the king's down here, he's going to work through these buildings over here. He's got a couple of giants, bowlers, witches, and the wall wrecker up here going in with the queen. They're going to get a good chunk of the base taken care of, as well as the enemy CC and the enemy queen. That free spell comes in just in time to keep that wall wrecker alive long enough to get that wall open. So very nicely done with that free spell. Now the max level bowlers are out doing their damage, and the enemy queen is down at this point, so the Hogriders can start coming in. And they're going to come in from the top right side of the base here. All they really need to be concerned about now is all this splash damage packed in this little section of the base down here. But he's got 3 heal spells, so it's not really going to be an issue. There they go, moving on through. They do have some skeleton traps going there, so that can cause a little bit of trouble sometimes, but it looks like it's not a whole lot of them, and they're not going to be enough to put a damper on these Hogriders. Last heal spell comes down on that wizard tower. As the Inferno Tower drops, the wizard tower comes down, and that is pretty much it for the defenses. Hogs are going to take care of that Tesla, and then turn on all these skeletons as well as the enemy king. It doesn't really look like there's enough Hogriders here to take down all those skeletons and the king, but they do make quick work of them, and there actually are quite a few of them there. It is just hard to tell because they're all packed so closely together. In any case, very nice job on that 10v10 triple. Alright, moving on up to number 5, we've got an air attack this time around. And starting off up here with just a couple of bowlers, actually going to be able to get quite a bit of value from these bowlers. As you can see, there's really not much that can target them until they're done getting some of these buildings taken out. So down on this side, we've got a wizard making a funnel on that end, and the king comes down, and then the queen's going to come down over here on this end. So as you can see, the bowlers made a nice big funnel over here, and they're still going to work on some of these buildings, so they get 6 buildings taken care of before they even get into range of any of the defenses. Anyway, the heroes are in, they're going to get that air defense taken care of, and then I believe they get this air defense, maybe not, I don't remember that part. But I do think that was the goal for this attack. So yeah, the queen, she is going to step up now, target that air defense, and get it taken out. So in the clan castle, there's a lava hound, a wizard, and an archer. And then there's a skeleton spell in the camp. So you know that the goal isn't necessarily to get the queen, and definitely not to lure the clan castle. So the queen doesn't go down, but the skeleton spell will take care of her. Now what we've got is basically a surgical deployment of Walloon, starting around the south portion of the base here. The haste spells are going to come in. There's the wizard out of the CC, and the archer's over here somewhere with the enemy queen. So the skeleton spell is going to come down, distract her, and get her taken out. And the rest of the balloons, they're going to continue on. More balloons coming in now from the east side. Still a very good surgical deployment to make sure that they're getting the best value that they can over there. So they're going to get these expos taken out. A heal spell is going to come down. Make sure they're staying healthy as they move into that last wizard tower. And there's still one haste spell in the bag, but she's going to wait just a little bit longer to drop that. And there it is. Now they're going to zoom through the wizard tower, and then get the archer tower, and then finally go over to that inferno, get it taken care of, and then they will turn and get the wizard taken out. Now at this point, all that's left is cleanup. Of course, another goblin for the town hall there, and a bunch of minions, a couple of lava pops, and some archers. So plenty of cleanup all around. Very nicely done here, getting that 10v10 3-star. Alright, for the last attack of this replay, we've got an 11v11, and this is a queen charge Hogrider attack. So the queen's going to come down in the west over here, minion coming down to help with the funnel over there on that top side, and also just to get those buildings taken out. So she's going to work her way in, and the wall breakers are going to come down and get this corner opened up. Tesla pops there, she gets that taken care of pretty quickly, and then as she's starting to go down, the rage spell is going to come down to keep her alive, and it just barely gets the healers. They were right on the edge of that rage spell, so pretty clutch right there. She's going to take down that gold storage, go into this corner and take down whatever building she can reach, and then she's going to start heading south, which is pretty much perfect. So once she takes down the archer tower, she's going to bounce back out, head south, and then the wall wrecker and the king are going to come in and help her work inwards towards the eagle artillery. So there's the wall wrecker. It's going to go in and get that wall opened up. And then here's a couple of wizards and the king. And the king is going to just work along these buildings over here. So now that that's all taken out, the queen can head in and follow the wall wrecker. Enemy CC comes out, poison spell comes down. That's going to help get them taken care of. She's going to step up and take out the dragon. And then the wall wrecker is going to get up here and pop open. Unfortunately, Valkyries come out of the wall wrecker, but they're not going to be able to get through the wall to take out the enemy queen. But the queen walk is still going very strong. She's going to turn and take out the eagle artillery, and then the Hogriders will start coming in. And that's going to help push the queen charge up towards the enemy queen. And she will go down kind of late, but it will be with plenty of time to spare before the Hogriders make it over to where she's at. So there's a rage spell on her, heal spell on the Hogriders. Quite a bit going on at once, so it's very impressive here as the Hogriders continue to move into the base. Enemy queen just went down, the queen took her out. She does still have her ability, but she's still going very strong in the middle of the base here. The Grand Warden, of course, is following the Hogriders around, still has his ability as well. Hits it right there as they find a giant bomb, and keeping those Hogriders pretty healthy. Still got a heal spell in the bag. There it goes right there by the Inferno Tower as they find the tornado trap and a giant bomb right there. So very good timing on that as well. And this is just a very well executed queen charge Hogrider attack for an 11v11. Now all that's left is cleanup. He's got plenty of wizards. The queen still has her ability. I don't think he uses it at all in this attack. And plenty of Hogriders for cleanup. So very nicely done by King Richard. So that is it for the recap of this war. Alright, so just a few more things before I completely wrap this video up. Again, congratulations to FORMOTHERTASH for winning the finals of this division. I'll be looking forward to seeing more from these guys They did have a great season. If you want to see a video of the recap of their season, it is linked down below. It's a great little clip, less than 2 minutes long. I strongly encourage you guys to check that out. It shows some of their past wars in this division, and as well as some of their stats and a couple of quick little highlights. So definitely check that out. And one other thing, they asked me to mention they do have a Telegram. So if you guys are on Telegram, go ahead and check these guys out in there as well. And of course they are in Discord too, which is in their clan description. So that'll be it for this video. If you guys liked it, be sure to click that subscribe button down below. I'll be getting more videos in like this soon. And as always, thank you guys for stopping by. I will see you all next time.